like to welcome everyone to our Landscape Horticulture Info session. This is for our virtual open house on November the 8th, 2020. Due to circumstances beyond our control with the COVID pandemic, we are at least getting information out to our students at the best that we can in this virtual presentation. So today I'm going to be talking through some of the benefits of our Landscape Horticulture Certificate that we offer here at Okanagan College through continuing studies. Our instructor is Eric Renard. He is a landscape architect in the North Shuswap region. So he does work anywhere between Kamloops and Kelowna. He's probably gone a little bit further into the Kootenays, but he usually regulates his work around this area. He's been working in this industry for probably over 30 years. He's worked in the United States, in various parts of Canada and British Columbia. He does a lot of work in the Salmon Arm area. And he was one of the only ones to introduce AutoCAD way back when we were just going from pen and paper back into the automated series about 30 years ago. So he is quite techy in his endeavors. As your instructor, he would be an excellent resource for you today. Some of the program highlights. So we have 4 components to the Landscape Horticulture Certificate. We have the Botany and Soil Science. We have plant identification, landscape construction, and landscape maintenance. So the landscape industry has seen an increased consumer demand for this profession in landscape services. The certificate is 120 hours and it provides the core skills required for employment in this growing industry, as well as upgrading for those currently involved within various phases of landscape horticulture. Persons responsible for administering landscape construction or contracts will also find this program very beneficial. It also provides a solid foundation for individuals interested in pursuing the advanced studies in specialized horticulture, such as turf grass maintenance, landscape design, and nursery propagation. The course schedule coming up in January, it will be online. It's from January 11th to April 27th, 2021. It will typically be Tuesdays and Thursday evenings between 6 and 8 p.m. with some additional time after to talk back with your instructor, if you have questions to go through that. And then there'll be field trips on Saturdays. So one of the main concerns would be here though, is that the field trips will be between probably Sicamous, Salmon Arm, Enderby, Armstrong, Vernon areas. That's where the instructor lives, so they would be within that region. So you can take it from wherever you want, but you will have to be at the field trips, and those will be in the Shuswap region. So how will this course be delivered? So we do have, it will be a blend of online synchronous learning, which typically means that you are sitting with your classmates at a specific time in front of your computer, listening to lectures, listening to talks, interacting with your classmates at a specific time. The asynchronous learning will be more self-paced. So you will have assignments to do, you will have projects to do, and this will be given to you within your Moodle, within your allotted course schedule, and you will be doing those at a time and place that works well for you. So that would be the asynchronous learning part of this. And then there's the field trip. So those are face-to-face in person. And like I mentioned before, the location is to be determined at this time within the Shuswap region. Within Okanagan College, we have a variety of student resources that are available to any student within the programs that you're taking. We have financial aid and awards. This is an amazing resource that we have, and we have a person available at every campus. With things being online right now, the one nice thing is that at any campus, anybody can help you. It would be Zoom or telephone calls. We have awards, so there's many awards into the hundreds of thousands of dollars that Okanagan College Foundation is available to students. There is set criteria, so you may not be eligible for all of the awards, but I would definitely recommend that when you become a student at Okanagan College, you check out the Financial Aid and Awards website and apply for any awards that are available to you. I know from personal experience that some awards never get handed out because there's been no applications. So apply, apply, apply. Accessibility services, so this would be for students that might have some learning or cognitive disabilities. Accessibility services is there to support you and your learning to make sure that you have the best journey available to you at the college. There's additional resources for tech, for computer support, for text to talk, for dictation, for all of these things that are available to you. And our accessibilities coordinator, we have one at every campus that can also help you on that too. So if you have any questions, concerns about that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and I will put you in contact with that person. Every campus has an Aboriginal Student Center with an Aboriginal Student Transitions Mentor that's there to support you along your journey, available to all students of all cultures, of all ages, of any gender and nationality. We have a learning center, a success center, and we have tutors here that are available for free to all students at Okanagan College. They can help you with math, with reading, with writing, with arithmetic, with science. So with essays, if you need help with essays, how to structure it properly, for proofreading, for additional information, if you're going through science courses, understanding how different things work, how the math incorporates, different things like that. So the tutors are there for you to help you be successful at the college. And then we have advising and counseling services. So advisors are there to help you with, if you know what you're doing in your career or in your education, to help you plan that step along the way to make sure that you're successful. Counseling services can help you in a broader sense, saying, well, I don't really know what I want to do. How can you help me with that? On top of that, counseling services are also there as personal counselors to all of our students at the college. They can help you dealing with different struggles, personal, family, emotional, whatever you may be going through at this time, dealing with the numerous things that students have to deal with, online learning, plus their families, plus COVID. Our counseling services are there for any Okanagan College student. Then we also have a library. So our library services are amazing. You would not believe what our libraries are capable of doing nowadays. There is so much available online. Not only are they there to help you figure out the difference between APA and MLA, which are just different types of bibliographies within your essays that you might be writing. They're a super resource for that. They help you with books. There's an online service available that you can download online books, online magazines, online research. Their library services are extensive. And if you have any difficulties at all, researching, finding information, if you have a project and you don't know where to look, reach out to the library because they can definitely help you there. For the Landscape Horticulture Certificate, if you're looking for funding, I would definitely direct you to Work BC. So they have skills enhancement training and certifications. The Landscape Certificate falls within this. So there is a specific criteria that you would have to reach out to. But if you are looking for funding before you start applying, reach out to your Work BC. It doesn't matter what location in British Columbia that you're at. If you have questions, you just go to, at the bottom of your screen, apply.workbc.ca. It puts you in touch with the local Work BC in the region that you're at. Reach out to them, say you're interested in this specific certificate at this college. It will help you because this and this. And they're there to make sure that you get the funding that you need based on the criteria if you meet all the eligibility requirements. There's lots of reach backs if you haven't been working for a certain amount of years, if you've been on maternity. There's different things, there's different reach backs that they can go to make sure that you get the funding that you need. So not only can the potential funding include your pay for all your tuition and your books, it can also help with living supports. So reach out to Work BC if you're at all interested in specific funding requests for your courses. So what are the costs of the Landscape certificate? So the tuition is $1,284. There will be some materials, which would just mainly be your appropriate clothing for field trips. So the field trips could take place rain, sunshine, snow, hail. We would make sure that you're safe as a student, of course, but because the course does start in January till the end of April, you know, in the weather in the region that we're at, we could have some snow. We'll definitely have rain. We'll probably have wind. So just make sure that you have the appropriate clothing for your field trips. The textbooks for this particular cohort are about $28. What would be required of you for tech would be a laptop, a desktop, a webcam, and a mic. So while you are not required to have your webcam on during your sessions, during your synchronous sessions, it's really beneficial. The students get to see each other. It's like a classroom environment. When you guys can see each other, you can interact with each other. It just makes the learning experience and the student engagement so much better. But know that you do not have to have your webcam on to attend these courses. We did have a really interesting student last year that attended the Landscape Horticulture program, and we had to move from face-to-face to online because it happened right during COVID, and she did everything with a phone. So she interacted with her phone. She did all of the online classes with her phone. She did have a computer that she did the assignments and projects on, but then she took pictures and sent it into the instructor that way. She successfully completed the course. So a laptop or desktop is not mandatory. It's just extremely helpful in this situation. So what are some of the employment opportunities? You can work in nurseries. So not only plant and flower nurseries, but also there's lots of tree nurseries up and down the valley in the Okanagan region working for the Ministry of Forests. We have the tree and seed nurseries. We have some big ones in Vernon. So those are some opportunities there. You could work for the municipalities. Municipalities are always especially looking for summer student workers, but then eventually they usually turn in all year round. It's a great stepping stone to get into some of these unionized environments if you're looking towards that. The school districts, so at every school district in every region, we would have people that work on the grounds, and this would be a great stepping stone for that as well, to get into the school district. This would definitely help you get a job and maintain a job there as well. You could start your own business, or you may even be looking for working outside at a landscape horticulture company, and this is a great resource for that too. This is a beginner step to more things. So that's what this program really involves, is getting you into the industry, helping you know the names of the plants, helping you know the methods and the ideologies and where you can go and what you can do with this program for sure. So that was briefly the Landscape Horticulture Certificate in a nutshell. I do recommend that if you have any other questions, you can learn about our programs at OC, so it'll be okanagan.bc.ca/program search. If you have questions, you can talk to an advisor or a recruiter. The email is up on the screen there for you. And then if you want to apply, so you go to okanagan.bc.ca apply. You can go to our website. In the top corner, there's a little search button. Just type in apply and hit enter, and it takes you to the search for the apply now. If you have any questions at all, I am always here to help you. My contact information as a program coordinator for the Landscape Horticulture Certificate is mbell@okanagan.bc.ca. And it looks like we do have one participant that just joined us here. So Karina, I just briefly did go through my slideshow presentation. And perhaps if you could put your email in, if you're interested in learning more about the landscape info, the Landscape Horticulture Certificate, you could just stick your email in the chat and I could send you some more information online. I could send you the slideshow too in a PDF format if you like.